George. You
There you are.
Yes.
Being followed by your film crew. And here's my film crew. We have dueling film crews.
Hey. Oh, were you expecting me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank
Come
you
in.
very much.
Come in. Come in.
This is your office.
This is my office. The whole house is my office.
Did you paint them?
No, these are painted by. I might have painted one or two. I painted that guy. See that little blue and white guy with the
bow?
With the bow, yeah. I painted him.
Oh wow.
But you know who paints Rhea? Who's hiding? Rhea, where are you hiding? Rhea, there she is.
Hey,
She
Rhea.
paints figures for me.
Hey. Are there more? Are there more hiding?
We're just hiding in the kitchen.
Alice, where are you?
This messy room is where I actually do my writing. But
This one, can I see?
No, it's a mess.
Really?
But come in the back in the library. I'd love to show you the library.
You have to show it to me later. It's a mess. My office as well, but I'm not a writer.
See, I have this really is my toy soldier. This was like a linen closet here.
Okay.
But now it's not.
I can't believe it. Oh my God. What are you doing with that?
I collect them. I play with them. I put them. I arrange them, and
So, like, you know,
in dioramas. See, here's a whole banquet, and
So do you change that sometimes? You
yeah,
have,
I
like-
change it. Yeah, sure. That's the fun of it, getting to move it around and all that stuff.
So how long have you been collecting them? How long?
Since 1996.
Oh wow. Is there a Shae miniature or Tyrion?
There are. Come back and I'll show you some.
Oh God.
But this is my library here.
Wow.
You know Forbidden Planet, Robbie the Robot?
What's his name? Robbie?
Robbie, he's one of the great robots in
I
history.
can't believe it. I want to have a picture. Can I touch it?
Certainly.
Robbie the robot.
Robbie the Robot.
Oh God.
Good morning, gentlemen.
He's talking. I'm speechless.
You'll find the household silver in the dining room and my daughter's jewelry on our
He knows all the
kidding
dialogue
me?
from the movie. He's got the
The
entire
whole
thing there.
dialogue. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
about instrumentality.
Yeah, turn him off here. But now you see more of my collection here of dioramas and stuff like that.
How many do you have of them? I mean,
I haven't counted. But here, take a look at these. These are cool here. These are these spacemen. When I was a little kid in Bayonne, New Jersey, they were selling these things for 15 cents each.
yeah.
Yeah, like a 5 and dime store like Woolworths and Kresge's. And so I bought the whole set of these aliens. See, they all have on the base where they come from Mars and Venus and stuff like that. And they were not part from a TV show. They were not from a movie. They were just toys, but they had to have a story, so I made up a story about them. I decided they were all space pirates.
How old were
I
you?
gave them all names. Oh, I was probably like, I don't know, 7 or 8 or 9, something like that.
You started that early?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
So do you name each the name of all?
I did, yeah. They
So-
were space pirates. That guy with the green guy with the holding the rocket here.
yeah.
His name, he's Jarn of Mars. He was, because he had a big head. He was really smart, and he was the head of the pirates and all that here. And the little yellow guy. See the little yellow guy
Yeah,
next to the robot?
yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't figure out what the hell kind of weapon he was holding.
What is that?
You know, I don't know what it was, but it looked like a drill to me. So I decided he was the torturer. And he drilled into people's heads and sucked out their brains and found out their
God.
secrets. So I was pretty hideous even as a kid here. These are the smaller range
Oh my God.
that Dark Sword does.
I'm afraid to breathe, George.
So I have them, they come unpainted. They come in pewter. You gotta paint them yourself. And I'm not good at painting them, so I hire people to paint them. Like here's
They have
Tyrion.
fun to do.
Here's Tyrion.
No. Wait, let me see.
He's got the whole court there. King Robert, Tyrion, Jaime. There's Arya.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Varys, a couple different versions of Varys. And where's Shae? Here's Shae. She doesn't have any clothes on.
Oh my God, let me see. When did you do that? After the after the series or before?
Actually, before this, I signed the contract before the series. So these are based on the books. They're not allowed to.
Okay, because
once
they're really
once I
similar.
sign the series, then HBO gets all the rights.
Oh, okay, I get
So
it, okay.
then HBO can do products that actually looks like you guys.
And the dragons here. Okay.
The dragons, yeah.
I see.
These are not quite accurate for my dragons. These are not my dragons, because my dragons only have 2 legs. They don't have front legs. Other dragons by fantasy writers have 4 legs and wings. I just have 2 legs and wings.
Why? Why?
Because it's more scientifically accurate. There's no animal on Earth that has 4 legs plus wings. Nobody has that sort of thing. So even though it's fantasy, I tried. Too much of a science fiction guy. I want to make it accurate here. So we'll go off and see some of Santa Fe now.
Yes, please. Let's paint. How do you say it? Let's paint the town red.
Paint the town red.
Let's
yes.
paint the town red. Yes, we will rock it. George, may I ask, where did you raise up? Where?
Bayonne, New Jersey, right outside of New York City.
Oh, okay. And when did you come here to Santa Fe?
I came here in 1979.
Okay.
Now, I'd been writing. I sold my first story in 71, and I sold my first novel in 77. But I'd been doing other jobs. I mean, I was writing, I was selling my work, but I wasn't making enough to live on. So I had other jobs. I directed chess tournaments, and I was a Vista volunteer for a few years. And then I was teaching college. I was teaching journalism in college in Iowa, where I'd wound up. But my books were doing better and better. I was winning awards. Each book I was getting more money for than the last, and I said, "Okay, I'm gonna try to make the leap and see if I can make it as a full-time writer, and not have to worry about any other job." And so I resigned the teaching job. And once I'd left the teaching job, you know, the great thing about being a writer is you can live anywhere you want. You don't have to go to an office every day. You don't have to. You don't have to punch a time clock. You just work at home, and you write a book or you write a short story, and then you mail it off, and they buy it or they don't buy it. So I said, "Well, where can I move?" And I said, "Oh, that's Santa Fe. That place looked really nice." Among other things, Santa Fe is a huge arts community. So there are many galleries here. There are many artists who live here, and it's been that way for a century or more. This was once, residences, but now it's all been taken over by art galleries and restaurants, and it's a very fashionable side of town. That is Valeria, the Lost Kingdom of Valeria, from my books. Ted painted these for the new edition of Game of Thrones that's coming out, a very deluxe, illustrated, signed and numbered edition in slipcase. When I first moved to Santa Fe, back in 1979, 1980, I read in one of the newspapers, and it's probably still true, but they said in 1980, there were more places in Santa Fe to buy an original oil painting than there were places to buy a cheeseburger. So we
I
had
hope it's still like
more
that.
galleries
I hope it's still
than
like that.
burger joints.
The eggs of is that?
The dragon's eggs, yes.
Yeah.
Danny's gift. Rotting bodies on a gibbet.
Is it the same painter? Is it the same artist? Yeah, Ted Nesbitt.
Yeah, these are all Ted Naismith, who's one of the great. He's one of the big 3 of Tolkien art. He's done a lot of Tolkien paintings. John Howe, Alan Lee, and Ted Naismith, greatest Tolkien artists in the world. And I try to steal them all for my own work. But we have many other beautiful things here. Wow, look at this table.
Oh my God.
Wow.
My style is more, the dark ones. It's too much for me here. George, did you see that?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have fun tonight.
Thank
Will
you.
do. You have like Turktown in Germany?
Yes, in Kreuzberg in Berlin. Yeah, a lot of Turkish community. I like some of that, you know, the culture, the Turkish thing and Turkish music. But, you know, of course, the politics right now, I don't like that right now. It's like,
Yeah, Turkey is becoming more
more like
Islamic.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be secular since Ataturk.
Yeah.
I knew a little about Ataturk.
Yeah, right now, I mean, just stepping, can I say this, 2 steps back?
Yeah.
And I have to say, even, you know, okay, I don't like Erdogan, so he's using, he's killing the artists, the intellectual people, their, the freedom of this being intellectual, and being a teacher. Even now, he's starting now at the schools to separate girls and boys.
No.
I mean,
that's not good. That's not good at all. You've been part of a good movement on that, and doing movies like Head On and when we leave,
yeah,
that address some of these issues, that tell the truth about some of these issues. It's cool.
Really, thank you, George. I really appreciate it because it's really important to me. But it's not easy sometimes. It's I mean, not all of them, but most of the Turkish people, I guess, they don't like me. It's not real right to do a movie like When We Leave and Head On, because it's making us,
it's making you look bad.
Yeah,
making the society look bad.
But it's really, really important to me. That's the reason why I'm working for the organization Terre de Femme.
Right.
Once I had a speech, and the consul, is it consul?
Consul.
Consul. Yeah. He left the room because he was mad at me, because I said violence is a part of a Islam culture.
Sure.
And that's the truth.
I'm sure there are many positives about the Turkish culture too.
It is, George,
as well as the negatives that.
Absolutely. I don't want to be, the enemy of Turkish culture, because I love the Turkish culture. I love Turkish people. I love Turkish music. I love the, passion they have.
It would be good to have if Hollywood or some art film would make a film about Turkey or Istanbul or something that did have more of a complex, positive thing. There haven't been many movies about Turkey. There haven't been many movies about Turks or television shows. So a lot of people have their opinion based on a movie called Midnight Express.
I know.
They think that's Turkey.
Yeah, I know.
Now, that was a great movie.
Yeah, I know.
I love that movie.
I know.
Powerful movie, but it makes you terrified to go to Turkey. Hear that you you've won a championship at Margaritas.
Yes.
Really?
And yes. And we are known for the margarita.
Wow,
and it's always about the perfect mix between the lime juice, the tequila, and the orange liqueur. So would you like me to make one for you first, and then
certainly.
I'll show you how we do
margarita is like the state drink of New Mexico here.
Really?
Yes, with tequila.
Yeah, okay, of
you
course.
You drink tequila in Germany?
Yes.
Right. Yeah, and this is a local tequila, Santa Fe, and a wonderful one. We actually tasted it with a very top silver, tequila, and it won out. So then what we use is fresh lime and lemon, and that makes the difference, because you want the difference between the tequila, the sweet and sour, and the orange liqueur.
This is what a margarita is supposed to be here.
Okay.
Sibel, of course, is from Germany. She's from Sea Level. I've warned her that one of these is like 3 drinks down where in Hamburg.
And I always make sure you have water.
My English is not very well, so if I'm drunk, you don't
drunk,
understand.
it should be a fun episode.
Or maybe my English will be better. If I'm drunk.
You ever come down to my movie theater, the Cocktail?
I'm so happy you bought it, and the answer is no, and I will.
When did you
down there? We just showed Sibel's movie.
What is it?
Yeah. Head on, head on.
The movie that started her career.
My career,
10
yeah.
years
Is it
ago.
here? Is it still
Yeah,
playing?
it's at the cocktail. It's
okay.
playing tonight. And
Now,
yeah.
now, okay. Now you can go. We will drink and
Right.
watch the movie. Head on.
Well, we better have one here because then we have to go to Maria's and try them.
Oh,
God.
Oh, yeah.
Eat before George. So let's drink and then go to a karaoke bar.
I want you to sing Istanbul, not Constantinople.
Okay.
The Four Lads.
And you have to sing for me Last Christmas, okay?
Last Christmas?
Yeah,
I don't know that. No, all I can do is have gun will travel. Have gun will travel reads the card of a man. A knight without armor in a savage land.
Oh, dancing, you see?
No dancing.
We will eat a Mexican food, right? So I should stop now because I will be.
But it's so good.
I
How can you stop?
Okay, it's getting colder.
It is. Where did Sibel go? Did we lose Sibel?
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Now, the place we're going for dinner, Maria's, is a family. It has been a family-owned restaurant. It goes back to the 1950s, and they serve traditional New Mexican food. I hope you like spicy food because
I like.
it is.
I mean, don't forget,
is
I'm
spicy.
Turkish. Yeah.
I don't know what Turkish food is like. We don't have a lot of Turkish food in the United States. What is Turkish
I know.
food like?
It's not döner. You know, döner is really typical of like a burger, or can I call it like that? Burger in Germany?
Burger, sure.
Here in America, it's best known like to be like a Greek gyros.
No, it's not. Sorry. Even I love Greece, you know, and Greek people. It's not. I had a fight about that with David Benioff. And David Benioff said, Greek food is much better. I said, have you ever tried Turkish food in Turkey? No, but it's the same. I said, no, it's not. It's different. It's much better. I'm sorry, Greek and Greece and, you know, Greek
It's
people.
Istanbul, not Constantinople. It's Istanbul, not Constantinople. So welcome to Maria's. Ready for some Mexican food?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
ready.
This is the margarita menu. These are all different types of margaritas.
You're joking.
No. They got like 150 different types of margaritas. Different types of tequila,
And I'll bring the chips and salsa, guys, right there.
chips and salsa, yeah.
Salsa over here, guys.
And we want to order some appetizers to start here. So let's get some chili con queso,
Chile con queso,
some green chili egg rolls,
Chile egg rolls,
and a quesadilla
Quesadilla.
with the bacon and
Everything, pico de
everything.
gallo, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So she wants a strawberry margarita,
Strawberry margarita.
and I think I'll take the turquoise trail.
Choco straw. Catch it.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's spicy. You should warn me before. Do you have some favorite places where you would like to go, where you haven't been?
Well, I want to go everywhere. You know, when I was a kid, we were poor. My family was poor. We lived in the projects, low-income projects. We didn't own a car, so we never went anywhere. I lived in Bayonne. I lived on First Street. My school was on 5th Street, so my world was 5 blocks long. I walked to school every day, I walked back. I didn't know anything in the world, but I read comic books, I read books, and I dreamed of seeing all these things. So travel has always been kind of magical to me. Since I've become an adult, of course, and become a writer, I've been lucky enough to travel, do a lot of traveling. I've been to Europe numerous times. I've been to Germany, I've been to England a dozen times, England, Scotland, Ireland, been to France a couple times, to Italy, Spain numerous times. But there's still so much in the world that I haven't seen. It is getting harder because, I'm getting older. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm 66 years old. Travel has gotten harder for me. It's grueling. I get really bad jet lag. Sometimes I regret that I didn't travel when I was younger. When I was in college, I went to Northwestern University outside of Chicago. Great school. I had a full scholarship because I was a very good student, so all my tuition was paid for. But
You studied, I'm sorry.
journalism was my major. But Northwestern was primarily a school for rich kids. Every summer, I would have to go back to Bayonne, New Jersey and work a summer job to earn the money to pay for my books. But all my friends who were rich, they didn't have to work summer jobs. They all went to Europe during the summers. And they all came back with these fantastic stories of hitchhiking around Europe and having affairs with Swedish girls. And I never got to have an affair with a hot 19-year-old Swedish girl. So I always felt that life owes me a Swedish girl.
Do you have your piece here?
Well, more than other places, but I do, for good or ill, I'm famous now. I get recognized everywhere I go,
It's
so
terrible, isn't it? I mean,
people
I don't
want
know.
pictures and, stuff.
Even without asking,
They're all
right?
very nice. Most of them are very nice,
Yeah, that's true.
but it just never ends,
I know.
You can't turn it off. I mean, are people nice to you in Germany? You say the Turkish community is mad at you. Do they come up to you in the street
Some
and
of them,
call you
yeah.
names and stuff?
I got some, bad situations. I had some bad situations, like a 15-year-old boy threatened me or, said something bad, but it's okay. When they're face to face, they
Right.
don't have the courage to say to you something. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Sure.
not the internet.
Right.
And it's funny, the difference between cinema and between Tatort. Tatort is like, it's like they have been showing this show for 40 years. And it's every Sunday. You can't call anyone Sunday. It's like, my friends, to me, don't call me Sunday at that time. Like, okay, because I'm watching Tatort. Okay. But, it's like,
That's a popular show.
it is, and I asked myself, I said, okay, it's really hard, to be that popular, for this series. But I like the show. I like to be in the show. I like my part.
Now,
Yeah.
you play a German in the show.
Yes.
Not a Turk.
No. I did it.
Now, I don't speak German. I don't speak Turkish. So I only hear you in English.
Yes, with a strong accent, but okay.
And in English, yeah, you do have an accent.
Yes.
Although it's a hard to place accent. I wouldn't call it a German accent.
I know. Everyone
I don't know what
told
kind of
me that.
accent it is, but it's an accent.
Do you know what? You will never believe that. Do you know what I have here?
Aw.
It's like I'm obsessed, really. Oh God, I feel guilty. I'm sorry.
Well, it'd be great to work with you on something again.
I would love to. If you
But you
need
gotta lose that accent here. Otherwise, I
I
gotta write a
know.
part for a Turkish girl.
I have to.
It was good. Although I think Sibella's exploding from too much food.
Oh yeah, I am. Oh, I'm so full, George. You can't believe it. It's like, you know.
But you like the food.
Yes.
The food was
really,
good. Okay.
Very much. I really loved it.
I could eat a bathtub of that chili con queso. That's my favorite thing in the world.
I loved it.
With the chips and the smoothness of the cheese, the crunchiness of the chips, the kick of the spice, it's the perfect food, man.
Absolutely.
If only it was not fattening. But it is. I was raised, born and bred in New Jersey. I was raised Catholic, but I was never really a true believer, and
Me neither.
I stopped going to church when I was in college. We have to adopt these laws because, you know, an invisible guy who lives in the sky said so. I don't I don't get it, you know.
Me neither.
It just seems to me, how can any intelligent person believe that stuff?
I know.
I remember when I was like 12 or 13 years old, I had, I guess, my first great crisis of faith. It was around the time of Vatican II, and, you know, the Pope John the 23rd, who was a great pope, reformed the Catholic Church, liberalized it in many ways, and they abolished the prohibition about eating meat on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
And which was, in the Catholic Church that I was raised in, eating meat on Friday was a mortal sin. You know, they made differences between mortal sins and venial sins. And if you died with a mortal sin on your soul that you hadn't confessed and been absolved for, you went to hell forever. So I remember after Vatican II, I said, let me get this straight, sister. You know, I was in catechism. If I ate meat last Friday, I would burn in hell forever. But if I ate meat this Friday, I'm good. No problem. The Pope said so. I'm okay. So.
I mean, it sounds clear to me, George. I don't understand you. Where are we now?
Here we are. Great Adventure, Big Adventure Comics.
Hey, here we are.
Hello, hello.
George, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Greetings.
Been a while. Yeah. Hi there. Hi. And this is Sibel, better known to you as Shae.
Yeah, who betrayed Tyrion? I know.
Welcome, you guys. Thanks for coming over.
Oh, our pleasure. So look, see, there's comics. My comics.
I see.
And this is actually the week for a new issue of Game of Thrones.
Right?
That just came out on Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you in that? Is Shae in
No,
this?
I don't think so, but because they don't like Shae that much. No, after you killed me.
Kidding, everybody loves.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here you are. Here
Where?
you are. Right here.
No! I can't believe it.
See, he said, do not
She's
take
much
your
more-
whore to court, she said.
I want to have this. She's much more beautiful than I am.
Well, she's drawn that way.
This is a really good comic book. Have you seen this one?
No.
This is good.
Saga's probably the best thing on the rack right now.
Really?
Yeah, to be honest. Selling-wise and critically, it's just been...
Present company accepted.
Yeah, well...
Do you know all of them? Of course, you know. Do you know?
It's not so much anymore. I know a few.
The Twilight Zone. Okay.
I
There's
used to work for them.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
That was my first TV show back in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
Here's the gaming room.
Oh, there's a real gaming room.
Yeah, they're gaming in there. Do you game?
I thought he was joking.
No.
Oh, wow. Okay. Can we go in? No. Can
Yeah,
we go?
you can go in. Go in.
George!
Okay.
Now that Sibel is wandering into the gaming room there. Is she going to be safe in there? Have they seen a girl before?
Could be very dangerous. We have some women gaming in there right now.
That's right. Yes, a woman gamer.
I have never seen like that.
Bring your grandma.
Well, Well, thank you guys for hosting us.
Oh, you're so welcome. I mean, come by anytime. Keep reading comments, you guys.
Where are we going now?
The Jean Cocteau.
Oh, yeah, popcorn.
You know, I've seen some other people. I mean, I was at San Diego Comic-Con a couple years ago. I was signing, you know, that mass signing they do where everybody sits around that big circular thing and the fans go past and everybody signs the same poster and you just sign it and shove it to the next person. I was sitting next to Lena and there were some people who wouldn't let Lena sign their poster. No, we hate you. We don't want your signature. And they would go right past Lena to, you know, to the next person.
What?
Yeah. Some of these fans are very serious. They can't seem to separate the character from the actor.
Oh, Jesus. George, when I was, you know, at the, once at the Comic-Con, I didn't want to do it because of that, you know, because some people are getting crazy. So I was there and a woman, I don't know, she was maybe 45, so, you know, not a child. She was like,
Right.
She gave me a picture of mine, so please sign it, and then she was like this. What have you done? I was so scared. I was like, I had to do it. I'm so sorry. I feel sorry about that. She was so mad at me.
Just say, George wrote it that way. Doing here? Who's showing the movie? Head on going? How many more minutes does it have here?
Oh, we have about 30 minutes.
Oh, 30 minutes. Okay.
Oh,
We're early
we
here.
can have a drink.
Yes, you can. Do you know Chris, our head projectionist here?
Nice to meet you.
Hello,
Sibel.
nice to
Love
meet
you
you.
and head on, by the way.
Thank you
Just
very
saw it last
much.
night, so
Thank
very
you.
Come, drink. Stop that. No applause. We're just humble, ordinary people coming in for a drink. Okay, can you do the burning tumbleweed? It's a margarita, but with green
just the
chili
margarita.
infused,
Oh, yeah, I can do
infused whiskey instead of the tequila.
I can do
The
that.
substitute. Okay.
Perfect.
With salt on the rocks. Two. Yes.
Okay.
So this is your theater, cinema, movie theater.
It is. And this is our bar where we serve
I love it.
alcohol. It used to be a broom closet before I bought it.
I heard this theater was a hippie.
The building we're in was built in around 1910, but it was initially like a fruit warehouse and a Dr. Pepper bottling plant. It was a brewery for a while. There were offices upstairs. There was once a Vietnamese restaurant here, many different things. But in 1977, part of this theater, this part of the building, was opened as a movie theater by four hippies. And it was Santa Fe's first art house. It was called the Collective Fantasy. And it was just basically a big room with a projector and some chairs. But they showed art house films, foreign films, which nobody was showing in Santa Fe back in 1977.
Mm-hmm.
But in 1984, they sold it to a guy named Richard Brandt. And he converted it and put up the marquee and renamed it the Jean Cocteau Cinema. And from 1984 through 2006, the theater was the Jean Cocteau under four different owners. But in 2006, the era of the single-screen movie theater was largely over. The multiplexes had taken over. And at that point, the Cocteau went dark. So it was dark for 7 years. And I only lived 10 minutes from here, so I passed by it every day. God, I wish someone would reopen that theater. It's just sitting there rotting, boarded up. And then one day I drove past and I said, why don't I reopen that theater? So I called up my realtor and I said, find out if we can buy the theater. And she found out, and the building was for sale. It had been for sale for years. Nobody had bought it. The price had gone down and down, so I bought it.
Okay.
Reopened in August, so here we are.
August
2013. So we've been
Okay.
open about a year and a half now. A
Okay.
year and a half with the reborn Jean Cocteau.
I love it.
And we opened with Forbidden Planet with Robbie the Robot, who you met earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Oh
So-
God.
Touche.
Thank you for killing me. It's good. Spicy.
Yes, green chili.
Wow. I'm full of chili today. I can't. I'm burning.
Oh, Melinda. Hey.
See you, kid.
Good to see you. Do you know Sibel?
Sorry.
No, I'm Melinda Snodgrass.
Hello.
Nice
Melinda
to meet you.
Snodgrass, one of my dearest friends.
Okay. Nice to
My
meet you.
sometimes collaborator, my right hand on all those wildcard books I gave you.
You'll enjoy them. They're good.
She's written a lot of cool wildcard characters, and Melinda's a television writer and a screenwriter. She worked on Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh wow. Okay.
And some cop shows and things
Some
like
lawyer
that.
shows
And
and-
she once had a pilot of her own
Oh.
that
Shot
she
in
filmed in Germany, Babelsberg
Really?
Studios. Yes.
When was it?
It was in 1996, and it never went to series, but we shot the 2-hour pilot on the stage where they shot The Blue Angel and Metropolis.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was in Potsdam. It was
What
kind
was
of
it
amazing.
called?
Star Command.
Okay.
Melinda told me the stories. I wasn't part of it, but I loved the stories.
No, one of my
These Germans all left at 5 o'clock.
They left at 5. I mean, I literally
Okay,
was,
it's time to quit. As we're going home.
Really?
Wait a minute, we haven't shot the shooting.
I literally ran. We found out they were all leaving, and we still had like 3 scenes to shoot.
No.
And our offices were up for flights. I'm running down the stairs, and I literally threw myself across the door and said,
Really?
and they were like, but it's 5. 3 scenes.
No.
So then they all sort of went, oh, it was an experience.
5 o'clock.
I have to tell you, where are you? Where are you from? Were you born in Germany or?
Yes.
But because I went to Turkey for the first time a few years ago.
Where did
All
you go?
over. I went to Istanbul.
So you saw more than I
have every.
Yeah.
It's
So you have to stay with us after this. We're going to go to karaoke, and she's going to sing Istanbul, not
Yeah.
Constantinople.
Okay.
You can join in and sing it with her.
I have to drink more.
I suspect
Josh.
this is George's notion. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
This is totally sounds like
Josh,
George.
do you know what? I will do that. I hate to sing. I can't sing. If you dance. Break.
No dancing.
Yes.
No
See?
dancing.
See?
You are the worst person. You poke people with a stick. Hey, how come you do something? How about you do something that'll make you look really stupid? Go on.
One of our DJs got him to dance one night. We had a DJ playing here, and George was. I have it.
Yes.
I did not.
You did. I have a photo of you going like that. You don't usually go like that.
You're lying.
The photo's not handy.
Is it ending in there? Oh, it's ending. Okay.
Okay.
We have to put you on.
Ich will leben, Jade. Ich will leben, ich will tanzen, ich will ficken. Und nicht nur mit einem Typen. Verstehst du mich?
Ich bin ja nicht taub.
Einen Scheiß verstehst du. Heiratest du mich jetzt, Jade?
Vergiss es.
This is Sibel, who starred in the movie as Sibel.
Yeah, that's true.
Was that a coincidence? Was the character named that in the script?
Fatih changed it. It was before that. It was, I think, Lila, something like that.
Lila.
Yeah.
But when you got the part, they changed it
They
to
changed it to Sibel.
Sibel.
He thought because it's my first movie, it could be easier for me to identify myself. Yeah.
Okay. This was your first movie. You hadn't wanted to be an actress. You were shopping, which
Yes.
you love to do, in a
Absolutely.
mall.
And I'm really good at it.
And the casting director saw you and said, "Hey, you look Turkish. Come read for us."
Yeah.
So, but you left out what you were shopping for.
No, just wanted to wear, window shopping.
Window shopping.
Yeah, because I didn't have the money. So.
Ah. Do you have a question about the movie?
No, I saw it some years ago when it first came out.
Oh, okay. Where? Here? In Santa Fe?
Yes. Have you made other films with this director?
With Fatih Akin, no.
No.
We are friends and we want to work together, but it was good, to separate for after this strong movie to go, everyone has to go to their own ways, so it was good. It's like having a relationship and breaking up, growing up and coming back.
Yeah.
We have questions, audience?
Please don't ask why I betrayed Tyrion. I don't want to answer.
Game of Thrones questions?
No.
I'm the bearer of bad tidings that we have to move on to the next program. So
The next movie. Your Shae was a lot smarter than Book Shae. And Book Shae had many virtues, but she was not a deep thinker. She was just seeing the stuff that was immediately in front of him. And, the point where Tyrion, initially when he brings it to the city, in the book, how much of your books have you read? Have you read any of the books?
No, I started with your Game of Thrones book in English. I told you.
But you're still on the first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to read it before, while
Sure.
I was filming. And now I bought an English one, and I want to read it in your language, not in German. Not now.
Well, when Tyrion first brings Shae to the city in the books, he gives her own house, like a mansion, with servants.
Really?
Yeah, he sets her up in this place, and he visits her secretly when he can. But when he can't, of course, she's alone by herself there, and she's bored, so she has singers in and other people, which he gets jealous of. So there's tension there between them. So it's quite a different dynamic.
Yeah.
But David and Dan had to simplify it. I the first season that you were on, I knowing where it was going, I was saying, how are they going to do this? How are David and Dan going to do this? Because, she really likes Tyrion. She really has genuine feelings for him. So how are they going to work the betrayal at the end? It's not going to be convincing, but
yes.
I think they made it convincing, and given the fact that it was genuine feeling there,
I agree.
It was more powerful. This is the plaza, Santa Fe Plaza, the original end of the Santa Fe Trail of America's westward migration. The Santa Fe Trail ended here, in the heart of the old Spanish colonial city.
Are you sometimes, in summer, like
they have
singing and dancing?
Little concerts and bands and things like that. Texas kept invading New Mexico.
Yes.
When they were the Republic of Texas, they invaded us and tried to conquer us, and we kicked their asses. But this was built after this, and of course there were a lot of Indian wars too. So this monument was built to people who had died in the wars. Can you read that here?
Yeah, to the heroes who have fallen in the various battles with the Indians in the
territory of New Mexico.
Territory of New Mexico. Okay, I can
But
see.
do you notice after with there's something that's been
that was
chiseled
the
out?
reason why. What was there?
The word savage was there.
Oh, and
To the heroes who've fallen in the various battles with savage Indians in the territory of New Mexico. Well, needless to say, the Indians didn't like this. They tried for years to get them to remove that. They said, this is racist, this is insulting,
I got it.
Why are you calling us savages? And there was always a big political debate about it, and nobody did anything, until one day in I believe it was the early 70s, an Indian in a hard hat and an orange workman suit arrived here with a hammer and chisel in the middle of the day, hundreds of people around, and he just climbed over the fence and he chiseled out the word savage. And, and he was wearing an orange suit and a hard hat. So nobody said anything. Everyone, well, he's in an orange suit. He must be officially authorized.
Or
But he wasn't. He was just someone who was really pissed off at the word savage. So he removed the word savage. Nobody knows who it was.
That's a great story.
It's a mystery to this day. dancing.
No,
No dancing.
I have to be drunk. Oh God, it's But I wanted to give you something also. I hope your wife is not getting jealous of that. I have a photo of you, of us, for you.
This is from
From the Emmys.
when we were in the Emmys, yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, you make me cry, George. Can we all?
This is terrific.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too. They haven't played Constantinople. It's Istanbul.
No, you have to ask.
Istanbul, Constantinople, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he knows it. It's too old. Do they know it? It's going to happen.
Was once New Amsterdam. Change it, I can't say like you.